Snake, listen to me. She didn't betray the United States. No. Far from it. She was a hero who died for her country. She carried out her mission knowing full well what was going to happen. Self-sacrifice. Because that was her duty.
You are above even the boss. I hereby award you the title of Big Boss. You are a true patriot.
Doesn't seem like we're even too happy with ourselves.
You know, we could use an infiltration unit like Fox in the army. Someone like him to handle our top secret sneaking missions for us. A man who combines the qualities of a soldier and an agent.
The boss's defection was a ruse set up by the US government. It was all a big drama staged by Washington so they could get their hands on the philosopher's legacy. And the boss was the star of the show. They planned it so that they could get the legacy that Colonel Volgin inherited and destroy the Shagohod at the same time. Only a legendary hero like the boss could have earned Volgin's trust. Finding out where the philosopher's legacy was hidden was to be her greatest mission. Everything was going according to plan. But then something happened that no one could have predicted. Colonel Volgin fired an American-made nuclear warhead at Sokolov's research facility. Khrushchev demanded that the US government provide proof that it wasn't involved. They couldn't just abort the operation to steal the legacy. So the operation itself was greatly expanded and revised. The authorities in Washington knew that in order to prove its innocence, they'd have to get rid of the boss, and that one of their own would have to do the job. The public couldn't be allowed to find out about it, not ever. This, they concluded, would be the best way to keep the whole thing under wraps. The boss wouldn't be allowed to come back home alive, and she wouldn't be allowed to kill herself. Her life would be ended by her most beloved disciple. That was the way the government wanted it. That was the mission she was given, and she had no choice but to carry it out. Her death at your hands was a duty she had to fulfill. Out of duty, she turned her back on her own comrades. A lesser woman would have been crushed by such a burden. The taint of disgrace will follow her to her grave. Future generations will revile her. In America as a despicable traitor with no sense of honor. And in Russia as a monster who unleashed a nuclear catastrophe. She will go down in official history as a war criminal. And no one will ever understand her. That was her final mission. And like a true soldier, she saw it through to the end. But I think she wanted you, of all people, to know the truth. She wanted to live on in your memory. Not as a soldier, but as a woman. But she was forbidden to tell you herself. And that's why she told me. Snake, history will never know what she did. No one will ever learn the truth. Her story, her debriefing, will endure only in your heart. Everything she did for her country. She sacrificed her life and her honor for her native land. She was a real hero. She was a true patriot.
1972. The Los Infanterie Project. The sons of Big Boss are born. Guys, it's finally over. 3 hours and 12 minutes, we finally hit the credits. Oh boy. This is by far the longest recording session I have ever done. Oh. So guys, that was Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. All of the Metal Gear games are great games in and of themselves, but I feel like MGS3 is one of the higher tiered ones, to me at least personally. It tells you the origins of Big Boss, which, if you couldn't figure out at the very beginning of the game, that's who you do play as. Big Boss. At least it was probably a bit of a surprise when this game came out in 2004. But even if you haven't and you're playing the HD collection, it kinda does blow your mind a little bit, maybe. If not, well, then I guess you're better than some people. Yeah. 3 hours and 15 minutes going. Wow. And I thought I was kidding or giving myself a little bit of leeway when I said it would take me 3 hours to finish. But I figured I just wanted to knock this out of the ballpark today. But yeah. Hideo Kojima, every game that he's done, at least thus far in the Metal Gear series, there is so much emphasis on story. It is sometimes unreal. Story is a huge thing when it comes to the Metal Gear series, and Kojima probably does know that, which is why he went back and did the prologue to everything about the Metal Gear games with this specific game. And it's a freaking doozy if you think about it from a story standpoint. Everything from the very beginning was orchestrated, and they would not stop until the US government got what they wanted. Everything was just a huge theatrical display, I guess. But wow. During that, I did get a sandwich, and even at some point I contemplated getting a shower. Because I knew I'd be waiting a long time here, but I stuck through it. But that is that. I don't think I'm gonna play another Metal Gear game for a while, though. I've kind of set my limit for the time being. But still, every one of them is always such an amazing ride. Gameplay is superb. The AI for Eva could have been way better, especially when she was your companion you had to go with. But I really don't know what else I could say about the game. There are secrets that I did not show off in the game, and I'm pretty sure we got through the whole thing non-lethally. It could have been a little bit cleaner. This was the worst run-through I've done of this game, but I think it's the second or third one non-lethally all the way through, I think. But we did get a few, I guess, tidbits or pro tips you can actually use, especially catching the Tsuchinoko, which was the first time I got through the whole game with it. That's about the only thing, though. Beyond non-lethally or even like a no-alert cycle, that's gonna take a while. I'm used to more fast-paced stealth. Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear 2, I barely have any experience with. Metal Gear Solid 3, more than Metal Gear 2, especially where it passed, I think it's been like a month or so now. I got this game when it was on sale like a couple months back, probably 6 months back now, during a PlayStation Store fire sale. I got it for like $2 or $3, and I played the hell out of it. But then I was playing MGS5, which is faster paced stealth, and of course Metal Gear Solid 4. Revengeance, I don't think I've beaten. Then again, I don't own it myself. I borrowed it from a friend. But coming back to a slower paced stealth game, which is why I probably did mess up a lot. MGS3, when it did come to stealth on the whole camo system, you really gotta take your time if you're gonna go with zero alerts. Rely heavily on the tranquilizer. And I think the reason why I got so many alerts too is because I was trying to make it entertaining as I can. How I play games and how I do these playthroughs, I want it to be like you're sitting right beside me on a couch or something, and we're just, trading back and forth jokes and such about the game. At least that's me. But if you haven't played any of the Metal Gear games, and you do want to start somewhere, start with Metal Gear Solid 3, or if you want to go in chronological order, if you don't have a PlayStation or you don't want to do PlayStation, original PlayStation, get the Twin Snakes collection, which does the Metal Gear Solid 2 engine, then go on with 2, 3, 4, of course 5. But yeah, that's the game.
Yes, Grozny Grad and the Granin Research Facility have both been wiped out without a trace. I understand, sir, but they were necessary sacrifices. Yes, the CIA has taken care of the boss themselves. I believe the White House will be satisfied. Khrushchev is finished. Your time has finally arrived. Yes, the American president is relying on us to keep a lid on the whole affair. We've got him by the balls.
The
It should make a
balls.
valuable trump card in future negotiations. Yes, Chief Director, of course. I'll keep the KGB informed.
This voice sounds familiar, does it not?
Yes, it's me. The boss has accomplished her mission. The philosopher's legacy is now safely with us, in America's hands. With this money, yes, the philosophers can finally be revived. The film we handed the Chinese was a fake. Peking must be in an uproar right about now. I'm afraid so. Only half the money has made it back to the United States. The KGB must still have part of the legacy. Yes, the weapon has been reduced to ashes. That's right. Grozny Grad has been obliterated by the Davy Crockett we brought in as well. Yes, that was the boss's work too. Speaking of which, I've obtained something from Granin that you might find interesting. It's a revolutionary new nuclear attack system. Perhaps it might just come in handy someday. Yes, we have Snake to thank for that. Khrushchev believed it as well. Yes, they bought our story. I don't think they'll be making a fuss. The secondary alert has been lifted as well. And the Soviets still haven't discovered my true identity. They have no idea that I've been triple-crossing them. I will continue my activities as a contact for the new government. Yes, it appears that no one knew that I was Adam. Of course, I'm always at the CIA's disposal, Mr. Director.
So, what do you know, guys? Ocelot was Adam that we should have met. That was pretty apparent, unless sometimes several things float over people's heads or fly over their heads. But that was Adam. He's always been a triple crosser, even from the very beginning. But with our results, 14 hours, 13 minutes, and 38 seconds, I saved 17 times, used continue 13 times. It's because all those fuck-ups. My alert phase, I had 30 alerts. Like I said, the absolute worst I've done on this. 4 people killed? How did I kill 4 people? Who did I kill? Who did I kill? Oh, you know what? It probably counted when I hit a continue. Or I fucked up. It probably counted those, because there was 1 or 2 times continues I blew myself up to get a faster continue, so that's probably what it was. But ultimately, I'm pretty sure that was just non-lethal, because I hit continue, so it shouldn't even count, but I guess it does add up to the ticker. Seriously injured 60 times, total damage 13 life bars. It's a lot of damage, because I killed myself a couple of times. Life medicine used 5 times, mostly for the fear, the boss, and the Fury. Plants and animals captured 32 kinds, meals eaten 38, special item used none because I don't have any. My title is Tsujinoko because I kept the Tsujinoko throughout the whole game. New item obtained. Single action army. the Patriot. I got the camera. The green face paint, you can now use it in MGS3, which I think gives you infinite stamina. Or grip. Brown face paint. Got the Infinity face paint for the Tsuchinoko. Got the National Flags face paint. I got the Tuxedo. I got the DPM and OSCAM. Desert face camo. Unlocked my downloaded camo. Got MGS3 download camo. Check for it in the unlock section. Got the Desert Tiger camo. Got the Flecktarn. And that's it. Yes, indeed, I would love to save. Oh! Guys, I'm not going to show off any of that camouflage. I am done right now for MGS3. I'm thinking of coming back to this sometime in the future and doing a couple more guides for the game. I know there is a big boss emblem that you can get with 0 alerts. I think you have to beat the game in under 4 hours. And I think as well no kills as well, of course. But guys, that is it for MGS3. And I do thank you guys for sticking through it. We're at about 3 hours and 30 minutes now. But anyways, guys, I do thank you all for watching and sticking through with me throughout the whole game. Especially the ending. But anyways, guys, I hope you had a pleasant evening or day. And I hope you are enjoying the videos I am putting out. But as always, I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.